While we're on the topic of guys leaving in AEW and WWE, let's discuss Jake Hager, Jack Swagger, now winning MMA fighter.
Pretty impressive in that fight too, by the way, if you saw it. Now I don't know the guy he fought. Was he a journeyman, a jobber? I'm not sure about that, but Swagger controlled that fight from the very beginning, and it didn't take him very long to get that dude to tap out. And I thought it was funny because Hollywood, you and I had a conversation about the ending of that fight where you see the guy kind of throwing some jabs at Swagger's side when he gets that submission hold on, but there wasn't very much to those punches, and it didn't take him real long to tap out.
No, it was pretty impressive. What did he have to say about AEW, General?
He said that he had a conversation with Cody Rhodes. He was on JR's show, the Ross Report, and spoke actually quite adoring, I would say, about AEW. Loves the idea, and pretty much said, I'd like to be a part of it. So, again, there's another guy who is I think, could be a great talent. When he was on SmackDown, when he was the champion over there at SmackDown, he did some fantastic work. Mm-hmm. I mean, a lot of people may not remember it, but he did some fantastic work when he was the champion on SmackDown.
Well, let me just say right off the bat that, Jake Hager, Jack Swagger, whatever you want to call him, he absolutely did excellent in his MMA debut and at Bellator. That was easily domination, in my opinion. He basically won the fight in about 2 minutes total. He easily had the height advantage and the reach advantage and utilized it really well. He basically... Here's a complete breakdown of the whole fight. I could pretty much remember the whole thing. He circled the cage a little bit. They basically both of them circled around. The other guy, J.W. Kaiser, threw a really awkward jab, and that kind of pushed them up against the cage there. But that was a big mistake right off the bat because that easily enabled Swagger to get an easy takedown there. A couple elbows to the head on the ground there. He pretty much transitions to full mount and locks into Kimura. The Kimura didn't get nowhere. But honestly, at that point, the fight, you pretty much knew that fight was done, bro, because it's like not about maybe 30 seconds later, he locks in an arm triangle choke, and that's it, bro. I mean, the guy, I wouldn't even say it was the tightest choke. He just instantly tapped. He knew, bro, I'm done. There's nothing I could do with this at this point. He absolutely killed it in his debut.
Nice. I heard an interview with him today, and he said that he would like to do, continuing on with the MMA, they're already talking about it with Bellator, and he's still going to wrestle. So I'm going to pass it over to you, Electric City Saint, because you and I were discussing AEW type things to talk about, and you had something that you wanted to throw out there.
Well, I would like to ask you guys, who do you think right now, in your opinion, if you could, I would say it's kind of a fantasy booking type situation. Who would you guys, realistically, if it was your company, if you were running AEW, who would you like to sign, and who do you think would be good pickups for them at this point? Well, I guess we'll start with you, Stames.
Well, I guess obviously everybody's going to say Kenny Omega is the biggest free agent out there, or will be very shortly in a couple of days here. Now, there are some reports to say that AEW does have the inside track to him. We'll see as far as that goes. That would be an incredible signing. But I also think...
absolutely, yeah.
I also think Swagger here would be a great signing too, just for the fact that he is doing the Bellator thing. It would give some eyes to that product that maybe normally wouldn't get to see that product was there. And I believe there was a report out, you can correct me if I'm wrong, Hollywood, where AEW actually said that they'd be okay with MMA fighters coming in and working their career in AEW.
I think that was a direct public message to Swagger, actually. That was him saying, hey, Jake, what we talked about a couple days ago, yeah, you're good. You can still do that. You won. You could still have your career. Come on over.